Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Maria, Soulicious Astrologer, and I'd like to talk to you about the full moon in Pisces in the week of September 1st through the 6th. The Pisces full moon is occurring on September 1st or 2nd, depending where you are in the world. Now, a full moon is a time of closure or the end of one chapter before going to the next. And indeed, the Pisces full moon requests us to put an end to what no longer serves us, so that we may release any energy that is holding us back and to clear the road or our path to our Virgo success, whether it's work-related, health-related, or habit-related. The Piscean energy will amplify our intuition and spiritual connection, a part of the greater plan. The key is to allow ourselves to be conscious and receptive to this energy. It's divine intervention that will guide us and support us through this month, and quite frankly, for the next 4 challenging months to come. By turning inward and tapping into our higher self, we will see clearly. We will tap into our truth, the collective truth, and just know that yes, this is the path I should take. So sit quietly and observe your thoughts, your visions, and dreams. The direct download from the divine will be powerful as energies are running high. Keep a notepad, jot them down, because your visions will come in multiples. Now, in order to successfully shine their light upon us, the luminaries, the sun and the moon, have called in, I'd like to say, a meeting with the board of directors of the universe to implement their course of action, which is part of their greater plan, in order to bestow onto us divine guidance and support during our decision-making process to actualizing our dreams and goals. Now, their goal is to assure that we are receptive to their light, and so they pave the way. It all starts with a cardinal T-square joining the full moon. Now, the full moon is when the sun, which happens to be in Virgo, is in opposition with the moon in Pisces. Venus, Jupiter, and Mars meet up, creating a T-square. They are in cardinal signs, and cardinal signs are signs that initiate action. They are action-driven. Venus in Cancer, for the past couple weeks, has been experiencing conflicting aspects, oppositions more specifically, with each one of the 2020 big trio: Jupiter, Pluto, and now with Saturn at 25 degrees. Though not exact, Pluto's energy is still lurking around. Quite frankly, Pluto projects its powerful energy consistently and surely can be felt. Pluto came in with a tough love attitude, which may cause tension with either our romantic partners, business partners, or generally other people. The Venus in us knows what we like, what we desire, and what not. However, Saturn is now demanding that we consider what has inherent value, lasting value over temporary value in our lives. Indulging in our temporary desires is not beneficial to moving forward. We must have the courage and strength to contemplate while keeping aside our temptations to make the best decisions for ourselves. We are confronted by the demands of Saturn, instructing us at this time to ask ourselves, does this person drag me down? Do they drain my energy? Is it time to release them from my life? Do my values require a revamp? Should I let go? The purpose? Well, the purpose is to bring harmony into our life, to beautify our life, to allow the flow of energy and release whatever doesn't serve us. This will, in time, make room for the new, open the doors to what we actually desire. Now, granted, it may not be easy or even scary at times, because facing our inner truths is not always easy. But you got this. We've got this. And I know we can. Now is the time to control our emotions, to open up our toolbox of resources, patiently look through it, and decide what is of use and what no longer serves us. This may include people who are dear to us, a loved one, business partners, or any type of relationships. You may no longer share common views and values or even motives. Clinging onto them will only be extra weight we carry and weigh us down, weigh our energy down. Neptune trines Venus, and Neptune is supporting us with uncovering our strengths and weaknesses, and in combination with the moon, sextile Uranus, it doubles up our intuition, and there is an influx of intuitive energy. Essentially, we all know what is the right thing to do, and whether we need to move forward with or without certain relationships in our life. The Venus-Pluto opposition is passionate. We may feel passionate with our relationships or in our relationships, or obsessed with the concept of love. We may expect the same in return. Mind you, everyone expresses their love differently. Your level of passion may not be reciprocated, and so we may feel intensely about it. So we need to learn to control our energy level, as we may react aggressively, lash out, or say something we do not mean. We must breathe in and breathe out and remind ourselves of long-lasting value and if it's worth it. Step out of our egos, Mars influence, and step into Neptune, Moon, Venus, turning our attention to what we already know to be our truth. Remember, focus on added value rather than spur-of-the-moment desires. Now, the good news is that we are not alone. Remember the board meeting? Well, the planets are orchestrating their plan perfectly. They only wish our best to live our lives to our highest potential, and as we are all connected energetically, this naturally results to the collective best. We have a beautiful grand trine joining the energies of the full moon. But before we dissect this, I want to talk about a special player, Mercury. Mercury represents our communication skills, the way we communicate, our thought process. Mercury is a storyteller. He is in an amazing position that sextiles Venus while trining the big 2020 trio. Mercury sextile Venus, well, here Mercury decides to have a pep talk with Venus to support her during her difficult decision of closure in order to allow room to manifest our goals. Calm down, Mercury says. Let go of your frustration. Focus on lasting value. Focus on the end goal. We got this. Follow my lead. Let's compromise. I'm super persuasive, and we can bring them, the big trio, to our side. We can bring them to see our argument using facts and lists of benefits. You see, Mercury is in Virgo, and Virgo loves lists, order, and researching facts. So Mercury continues, they will learn our way, he says to Venus. We can derive to a common ground, to a win-win solution. Let's use the power of persuasion and discussion. And this is a powerful tool you and I have available to us. Don't hesitate to use them. Actually, this is the golden ticket to the start of the process of making your dream or goals come to life. Another amazing conversation that Mercury is in, he is trining Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn. During this positive conversation between Mercury and the 2020 Big Trio, Mercury expects a upfront conversation, transparent responses, and discussion based on facts. No superficial talk is acceptable. Only straight to the point, no beating around the bush talk. Mercury is setting the grounds for negotiation when Mercury enters Libra on September 6th. Granted, we'll have its up and downs during that time. However, this week is not the time to worry about that. We will face it when the time comes. Now is the time to discuss, to use open book, compelling arguments so they may see your side in order to eventually come to the table for negotiation, which is the next steps when Mercury enters Libra. Mercury-Jupiter, our ideas are refreshing and uplifting and may persuade Pluto and Saturn, the executives, the employers, or on a wider scale, the government entities, of the win-win situation. Expansive Jupiter also trines innovative Uranus. This provides super ability and energy to accomplish the goal and set out to make positive changes, not only for each and every one of our personal lives, personally, but to society as a whole. You see, whatever we do in 2020 is all about the collective. So we must set intentions that are to the benefit of the many. Next, Mercury is in opposition with Neptune. The ideas that we download directly from connecting and trusting our higher self can be manifested by bringing them to the big table, the big trio table, to discuss and persuade. We have an amazing support system, a breathtaking Earth grand trine between the Sun in Virgo, Jupiter in Capricorn, and Uranus in Taurus. This Earth grand trine is a bestower of opportunities. We are optimistic and we can clearly see our vision and how to manifest it. The Sun trines Uranus and we will find ourselves full on creative, or even have light bulb moments out of the blue of innovative ideas. We will create inventive ways of moving forward with our work, daily routine, health, and habits. Uranus trines the Sun tells us that we will be capable of implementing these original thoughts and ideas. And these ideas have the ability to also inspire others to work on the common goal for better social conditions. However, we mustn't allow the impatient Mars in us to overtake our actions and lash out aggressively. We must be resilient, under control, avoid spur-of-the-moment reactions, because there is a better way to getting what we want, and that is through discussion. The big trio are willing to listen and actually can be persuaded from the impeccable and powerful speech or presentation performed by the Mercury in us. This gorgeous Pisces full moon comes with a much needed shot of optimism, light, and inspiration. Its message is: take this time to connect with your higher self. Listen to its guidance, for it's open-handedly guiding us to our right path. Bring closure to relationships that are broken. Focus on added long-term value. Use your power of discussion and persuasion. Control temptations and moments of frustration. Your dreams, your goals can be manifested. Your inner divine guidance and the Earth Grand Trine support them. Just keep your eyes on the target. And last but not least, stay strong, resilient, because yes, you can. Though short and quick as it may be, this shot of optimism and this very important milestone We are aware by now that 2020's bountiful offerings of swift, intense, life-altering events are a given. Take advantage of this optimistic milestone and its opportunities gifted by Pisces Full Moon and the planetary partners, and use them to yours and the collective's benefit. Willingly adjust, adopt, and prepare in just the same pace as these energies come to you, because either way, these occurrences will happen whether we are on board or not. So why not consciously choose to make your life easier? For the upcoming weeks and months will continue to be challenging. Mars' Aries cycle is not quite over yet. Remember, you are by nature a compassionate soul, and yes, you are resilient. I appreciate you all. Till the next time.